2 weeks ago, we had a bonfire of a race which saw a massive flip down the front stretch for track cars. 2 weeks later, we are at one of the craziest short tracks from last season, and we could see another crazy one once again. Race 3 for Season 2 of the East Series Championship takes place 2 nights before Halloween and at Stafford Motor Speedway. It is the United Mills 150 at Stafford. What's up, everyone? It's Boyanas Race 97, aka Nathan Stapleton here, and welcome back to the East Series for Race 3 already of the season. Almost halfway through already, and it is tight on top of the point standings. And we'll see what happens here. Like I said, Stafford was absolutely wild last year, and Jason Apple was able to get the race win. And you might see on the front row, both Burnett and Haas, who raced here last year, are on the front row. I'm not alone. I'm joined by Bronson Makeup here in the booth. Once again, Bronson, welcome back to Stafford.
Thanks for having me, Nathan. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Stafford Motor Speedway. It brought us one of the all-time classics from last season, just not only in ARCA, but all the series that we run. It was quintessential short track racing when you really strip everything away from all the races that we've had. Of course, this was the one that stood out as actual short track racing, and I hope we see the same exact thing. Hopefully we actually see this race to the very end if you have good memory like I do, or you just watched the last season's race. This race ended under caution, so hopefully we get to see this race end under green finally.
Hopefully so, and hopefully we don't see any flips. We've seen a lot of them so far to kick off all 3 Amsoil ARCA series, between the main series, the East and the West series. Hopefully Jack Costa does not flip again. But, you know, last time we were here at Stafford at Ponte with a lot of these drivers not knowing what to expect with there being the first time here, how do you think this was going to shake out? Shake down?
But I think we're definitely going to see that inside line definitely work as it does, but you also can make that outside work. You just have to time it out perfect. That the exit on the outside, super OP. You definitely want to use that, but the inside line, if you want to just carry that consistent speed, that's where you want to be. We might see the bumper in use to move some competitors out of the way. We saw it in the main ARCA race, I believe it was, coming down to the end of it. I think it was I'm blanking. It was the top 2 who kind of got into it, going for the lead at Dover, and they used the bumpers, which is something you never see. But we'll definitely see here at Stafford, since it is literally a quintessential short track.
Oh yeah, without double flat, just over half mile long, I believe, and we'll see what ends up happening here. So far, it's been a great season once again for the East Series, and here is the point standings. Brad Lewin, he is still the point leader, only by 3 points over Austin Scott in second. Dale Campbell, last time out winner at Dover, is in third, -5. Nicholas Samadillo is in fourth, -7. Trey White is in fifth, -8. Tied with him is Kasumi Takashi, also in that 5th place battle. 9th is William Beal, 7th is William Beal, -6. I'm just gonna
On top.
And with that being said, here is the top 10 in the point standings. Brad Lewin is still the point leader, and he has a 3-point advantage over Austin Scott in second. And third is last time out's winner, Dale Campbell, -5. And fourth is Nicholas Samadillo, Mr. Edge, -7. We have a tie for 5th between Trey White and Kasumi Takashi, both -8. 7th is William Beal, -9. Felix Mayer is in 8th, -11. Local Dorn is in 9th, -12. And also tied for 9th, and that technical 10th spot is Matthew Hubert, also 12 points behind. So still really tight, and we got 10th and 11th in the point standings on the front row. Burnett and Haas, 2 drivers that ran this track last season. And then in row number 2, we got Ryan Little and then 06 of Will Parrish. No, that's Skylar Taylor, 1 series. Row number 3 is Trey White and Derek Hamill. Row number 4 is William Beal and the number 1 of Kasumi Takashi. And right now the top 10 is the number 18 of Samadillo and the number 12 of Shauna Martin. 50 laps on tap. This race was a pure short track race last season, but will we see it again? Who do you think will win the Unanimous 150?
Call me biased, call me what you will, but that unsponsored number 12 I think is going to get it done. Absolutely abysmal season last season, but so far this season sitting 15th in the point standings. But she made up 2 spots within the last race, so I think that that's something to note. But I think just for the memes, just for the hell of it, I think Shauna Martin's going to win. But that may not end up happening because, you know, it's Shauna Martin.
And it's the commentator's jinx. We've seen a lot of as of late on the channel, so we'll see what happens. Jack Kosh and Matthew Burnett will lead us to the green, and we'll race them 2 nights before Halloween at Stafford Motor Speedway. Great jump side by side for the race lead. We'll see that all day long. And just like last year, they are going to go side by side, but they get loose off turn number 4. And it will be Jack Haas leading lap number 1 in the Unanimous 150.
You saw Burnett kind of give up that inside of the exit of the corner that made contact with Jack Haas. Oh, it's kind of sliding up, almost making contact with Jack Haas. Still side by side off the corner. It's going to be Jack Haas who leads the lap by half a car length. Still side by side, but watch out the 06 there of Skylar Taylor trying to see if any of them make a mistake, but they're actually going to single file the top 2, and now Jack Haas is going to clear for the lead to lead 1 lap under his own actual control, but watch out, the 20 actually got up to his back bumper. Is he going to use him up?
Almost.
Jack Haas is going to, very almost, but now the 20 of Burnett's going to get the run, the 15 and the 28 going at it down the backstretch.
Always seen some short track racing at its finest, and we saw this last year. Oh my goodness, we are destroyed.
That was very unexpected. The 98 there in the 48 as Jordan Stout and Austin Scott second in points. That's big.
That
the point
is
standings, Nathan.
Huge.
And with Burnett running with Burnett running very well, that's big for Austin Scott.
Bradley Ream in the number 30 is in the back, so that's not that great, but there's some people running up front, like especially Dale Hamill, that is still in the point standings and gonna have a great shot at possibly leaving here as a point leader. Tough boy for Austin Scott and Jordan Stout. A little bit of a break in the action, and we saw it last year, a early caution, and we saw it once again. Let's see what happened to Scott and Stout to bring up the first caution of the night. Well, Stafford is a very narrow racing groove, and Austin Scott is going to send it in turn number 1, and makes contact with the number 6 of Will Parrish, and unfortunately up the racetrack goes the 98, the 6, and the 48, and who had nowhere to go. Just take a look at this. Huge elevation from the 98 and the 48 upside down. And that is the 3rd race in a row where we've had a flip in the East Series, and the 2nd race in a row we had a double flip. Absolutely crazy scenes here in the East Series so far, and a tough wait for one of our fairly new drivers of Austin Scott, 2nd in points, upside down, 2 days before Halloween.
Austin Scott very aggressive there on the inside. He knows he's back there with Bradley Ream, his championship contender. And just take a look at this full speed bang. An awful crash. One of the worst crashes we've seen here in the ARCA series so far in the 2 seasons that have been run. And you said it 2 days before Halloween. I guess you could say it was a very ghoulish and scary crash here for Austin Scott, and his points definitely in jeopardy after this one. That was an awful crash.
Oh yeah, without doubt, Austin Scott, he entered this race not only 2nd in the point standings, but he had 2 top 5s to kick off the season. Well, unfortunately that streak is going to end here today, but it will be Jack Haas and Matthew Burnett, 2 drivers that ran this race last year and were in the series 1-2 on the restart. And let's get back to racing after the first caution of the day. Welcome back to Stafford, and what a scary and what a wreck that caused a little bit of a trick for Austin Scott right there. The Halloween puns are immaculate here tonight. It will be Jack Haas and Matthew Burnett on the front 2 positions. Skylar Taylor in 3rd, Derek Hamill in 4th, and Ryan Little rounds out the top 5, and then Takashi, White, Beal, Moulton, and Sam Dio the top 10. We're only going to be restarting on lap 10 of 50. Still got 41 laps to go here at Stafford, and a great restart from Jack Haas.
It was a monstrous restart from the 11. Burnett was caught sleeping, and now he's going to be caught in the clutches of Skylar Taylor there, trying to make up some ground, but watch out behind them. That's the 15 there of Derek Hamill up there in the point standings with Austin Scott now out of the race. That's a good advantage for the 15 to make up some valuable points side by side between Hamill and Taylor there going into going into turn 1. We got side by side with this battle. We got side by side with the battle behind. Shauna Martin's going to try and make a move there to the 31, but still side by side. Taylor's. That was Hamill who moves up, almost makes contact with Taylor, makes contact going onto the front stretch. The 1 car seeing all this, he's like, oh my goodness, guys. Try and clean the 95 there with Brandon Beal. He's there trying to make something happen with the 31 there of Trey Wright. We got battles everywhere, Nathan.
I wish I was NBC. I keep on making this reference, but I wish I could just triple box this stuff right now, because we got battles everywhere here at Stafford, and this is why we brought it back. It's a very multi-crew racetrack. The inside lane is really want to be there, but the outside lane can definitely defend him with a slide job. Taylor did not like that. Takashi to the inside, side by side for the 5th position, 4th position now. And meanwhile, Jack Haas still leads, but we are watching all this battle from 5th to, I want to say, 9th here at Stafford.
I don't know if it was a brake check by Hamill or if it was a legitimate slide job, but an aggressive but risky move that paid off. Takashi almost turns Taylor there going on the front stretch, going back to Hamill. That was aggressive, but you know, when you're up here in points and your main competitor is out of the race, you gotta do what you gotta do to get as much points as you want. Side by side between Takashi, Taylor, and then Beal there in the 95 and the 28 of Ryan Little. Contact made between Beal and Little, and we have side by side battle with practically 4 rows right now. Shauna Martin there behind trying to get in this battle, trying to protect top 5 there. Felix Marr there. Man, we got battles everywhere. Yeah, we have a quadruple box. I know that NFL Red Zone has that.
Yeah, we almost need it. This might be the best we can do. Look at all the side-by-side battles from Miller. Pat 69, I believe, just moved the 97 up the racetrack. We have the 95 and the 28, the 1 and the 06. Meanwhile, the top 3 are all breaking away. Burnett trying to close in ever so slightly on Jack Haas, who went up the racetrack. Now Burnett might have a long one car, trying to close in on Jack Haas, trying to whip the 2nd lane. Burnett went in the bottom, and already we went back when just 9 laps to go, and we're all the way on lap 19, and that's how quick laps will go on by here. But Burnett might have something, and same with Hamill in that number 15. Takashi in 4th, got past the 06. And the 18 and the 95 still battling in the back, and just battles all over the place still.
Oh, the 18 made an aggressive move there. Nicholas Samandio trying to put the slide job on Brandon Beal, and Shauna Martin almost gets turned by the who's that? The 69 there of Ronald Kennington. Almost a 3-wide battle between the 31 of Trey Wright, Shauna Martin, and Kennington there in the 69. 69 goes to the inside of the 12. Shauna Martin trying to battle back on the inside, but you got to think that the spotters there on the top of the roof, they got the best view of the whole track here. But battles going on here. I took a quick note of how big the gap was between Burnett and Jack Haas, and Jack Haas had a half a second lead. That's now deteriorated by almost. Oh, now it's gone back up. Haas may have the long run car. It seemed like Burnett was trying to catch Haas there for the little bit laps that we've had, but now it looks like Haas is growing his gap there between himself and Burnett. That's gonna be big here in the point standing if it stands past tonight. Contact made. It's short track racing, Nathan.
Absolutely. The 95 gonna block the 18, and same with Dio, and it's so tight in the point standing. Same with Dio, he's 4th in points. He's trying to get every point that he can get. Same with Takashi. She's up front. Beal is up front in the point standings and up front in this one. A lot of drivers that have been strong all season. I was strong once again here tonight. But this battle from, I want to say, 5th on back is heating up. Beal gone past the 28 of Lil. Sam Deal to the inside of Lil, and he's going to take that spot. Lil is getting swamped by 3 drop for Spiel, then same deal. Now Kennington, who just recently won at Kansas in the main ARCA series, he's in a massive championship fight over there. Not been the same here in the East Series. He's now going to follow the 28. And if you have a good call on that second lane, you can make it work, but Lionel does not. He is going to lose 2, maybe 3 spots just like that. Still though, top 4 are pulling away. Haas is especially pulling away. But we'll see what happens between these 3, Burnett, Hamill, and Takashi, all under the blink of each other for 2nd through 4th.
And it showed that 15 of Derek Hamill, his move to make an aggressive 3-wide slide job, almost brake check move, that paid off because now he's in the battle. He's chasing down Matthew Burnett. He's chasing down Jack Haas. The only person that he has to worry about is Takashi there behind him. But even him, he's not even really doing anything. But meanwhile, Hamill is catching Burnett by a big margin there that last lap. But maybe it's because Burnett also may be catching Haas. I don't know. Perhaps.
Oh yeah.
Haas is slow. Haas is really slow. That gap is gone, Nathan.
He pulled it up to almost a 9/10 of a second gap, and it is down to only 4/10 of a second. This is a little bit of a trap position game now. There's a little bit of Tyler here at Stafford. You see all the cracks and stuff, and that might be playing into a factor. Burnett trying to save his stuff, same with Hamill. Haas tried pulling away early on, and he's going to go way wide. That's way higher than you want to be, and that gap keeps on closing with, at the line, 20 laps to go in this unanimous 150. Haas and Burnett, these two that raced here last year, they finished pretty strong as well, and they want revenge, but Burnett all over the back bumper and doing turn 1.
Oh, and that was a catastrophic mistake by Jack Haas. Not what you wanted to do when you're within half a second of the lead between yourself and Matthew Burnett. Now the two are within 2 car lengths, and it's going to go down to the wire with the last 20 laps, 19 laps now here at the line. But with Jack Haas slowing up Burnett, that's just going to bring Hamill, that's just going to bring Takashi back into this. And who knows, even behind Takashi, that is the 95 of Brandon Beal. He's brought himself up here, but maybe we'll catch the back of the pack here. Maybe lap traffic will play a factor here, Nathan. But meanwhile, 18 laps to go. Haas goes wide again, but so does Burnett, slightly still within a 3-car length lead he has. It's still going to go down the wire. It's going to be really close, Nathan.
You can make that high line work, but if you go too high, it does not work at all. Burnett is going to try it now here in 1 and 2. And look at Hamill now under a blanket. 3 cars are under a second of each other. Meanwhile, Beal is 3 seconds behind. Burnett might be able to get there in a couple of laps. You mentioned lap traffic. I don't think that's going to be a factor because the 6 is off turn 4 now. So, shouldn't have any lap traffic, but we are going to have a 3, maybe 4 car battle for this race win. With 15 laps to go at the line. Pit dart here, Bronson, because it could be any one of these 4 if things get wild.
Yeah, and if Haas messes up, that's just going to give Burnett. If Burnett messes up, that's just going to give Hamill. What was that? We got jump scared there. Hey, it's almost Halloween. We got jump scared there. We have a caution is out. We had a car stopped on track. And that's going to bring this great battle to an end. 4 cars under a blanket.
No.
And that is the 31 of Trey Wright. He has sent it to pit road. And just like that, engine expired. Jack Haas's his masterclass on the field is now gone. Reduced to now a restart, Nathan, within 20 laps.
Well,
within 20 laps to go.
We get a little bit of a break. And we will set ourselves up for most likely a 10-lap shootout here at Stafford. And oh man, we are seeing all kinds of Halloween jump scares, aren't we? Oh man, tough way for Trey White. Luckily, no one got involved in that mess. But we'll take a look and see what happened to Trey White. And that's another driver, 5th in the point standings with a problem here tonight at Stafford. Well, here it is off of turn number 4, and unfortunately running in the 9th position. Trey White goes up in smoke. Up the racetrack, tries to get out of the way the best he can. Sean Mullen almost gets a piece of it, might have gotten a little bit of a scrape. And Trey White was not able to make it back to pit road. and unfortunately, almost was a near catastrophe right there, and Haas almost got hit, almost took out the leaders, but luckily we kept it straight, and a tough way for 5th place in points trade right here tonight. But luckily, none of the race leaders were involved. It's going to be a less than 10 lap shootout between Jack Haas, Matthew Burnett, Derek Hamill, and Takashi, and maybe Beal or Samuel can get into the mix as well. Let's find out who will win the unanimous 150 in a late race sprint to the finish at Stafford. Here we go. 9 laps sprint to the finish, and this could be a doozy just like season number 1. 9 lap sprint, and we got Jack Haas, Matthew Burnett, Derek Hamill, Takashi, and Beal the top 5. Same with Dio, Kennington, Taylor, Mayer, and Lil the top 10. And it's gonna get interesting, it's gonna get wild. And strap those seatbelts one more time. 9 laps to go here at Stafford.
Haas got a good restart, but not as good as a restart as he did the last restart. He's going to go wide up the racetrack. So does Takashi. There's Hamill all over the back bumper of Burnett there down the backstretch. They're going to try and chase down Jack Haas, trying to look for a win and secure himself within the top 5 in points. And now it's going to be a dogfight all the way to the end. Still under pressure. Burnett is under pressure from Hamill from behind. From behind is Takashi side by side. First side by side battle in the field. The 95 there of Brandon Beal and the 18 there of Nicholas Samadillo. They're going to go at it here, Nathan, onto the front stretch.
7 laps to go. Samadillo's going to send it into turn 1 and 2. And so does Hamill for the 2nd place spot. Samadillo trying to get that 5th place spot. A great run from Samadillo here tonight. Gonna slide up a little bit, but Jack Haas trying to do a clean sweep of laps led here. Oh my goodness, how about a little bit 3 wide move between Samadillo, Beal, and Kennington off turn 2.
Do it, Kennington. Make it 3 wide. You want to go for the position. He backs out. He just wants to see this battle fizzle out.
Oh.
But, oh my goodness, if he made it a 3 wide battle, that would have been absolute anarchy, Nathan. But still Samadillo to the inside. Hamill all over the back bumper there of the 20. But he's lost all of his momentum. He had to back out in the exit of the corner. Takashi now all over the back bumper. But within 5 laps to go, now 4, it is Jack Haas versus Burnett. The battle is on, Nathan. Side by side between Samadillo and Beal once again. The 20 trying to chase down Haas. Jack Haas looking for a walk-off win here at Stafford. Within 3 laps to go, the checkered flag could be his, but he has to hold off one of the best in the business, best in the channel here, Nathan. Burnett, a great corner exit.
Boy.
He's going to stick to the inside. Haas up the racetrack, down to the backstretch. It's going to be close, Nathan. I don't know who it's going to be.
Jack Haas, one of the good owners on the channel in the JBL Cup Series, and Burnett, like I said, one of the rising stars here in 2024 especially. And he's trying to make a move at Jack Haas's expense, but I don't think he's going to be able to get there. One more time around, here at Stafford, it's been a banger of a race. Short track being banged once again. Same with Yellow inside the top 5. Final lap at Stafford. Still great racing behind him as 69 is going to almost turn the 95. And meanwhile, 2 weeks ago, this man flipped wildly at Dover. And now, 2 nights before Halloween, I don't know if they celebrate in Canada, but Jack Haas will win the Reynolds 150, and he could be right back up there as a championship contender.
And he did what he had to do, started on the front row, was up front all race. I don't think he conceded the top 2 all race, whether he lost the lead to 2nd place. He was up there the whole race. He did what he had to, and he walks off with a win here at Stafford 2 days before Halloween. But I think the most important question is, do you think if he did celebrate Halloween, would he have a good Halloween costume, Nathan?
I don't know.
These are the more important questions that we have to ask on the channel.
Honestly, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. A great race right there here at Stafford, and Jack Haas, I believe he did lead every single lap, but it's not easy. Burnett definitely gave him a run for his money. Same with Hamill and Takashi. It's going to be tight for the point standings because Hamill got a good one, Takashi got a good one, Beal got a good one, same with Dio got a good one, Beal got a good one, Kennington with a good bounce back, same with Jack Haas, same with Burnett. So this is going to be very tight. And unfortunately, tough wait for a couple guys all the way up there in the point standings like Trey White and Austin Scott. But Haas with the win, Burnett, Hamill, Takashi, Sam Deal, Beal, Kennington, Mayer, Taylor, and Ayers the top 10. We didn't really mention Ayers all night, but gets a top 10. And then Ream, the point leader, in the 11th. Warrenville, Shaman, Local Dawn, and Will Parrish rounds out the 15 cars that finished. And then Trey White blew up, but did have a little bit of contact with Martin, and might be why it shows the accident. And then, of course, Stout and Scott, two cars that flipped, they were out as well. What a chaotic race here at Stafford Motor Speedway. What's the final thoughts once again here at Stafford?
I mean, we were asking the question here at the beginning of the broadcast, would this be quintessential short track racing? We had crashes, we had flips, Nathan, one of the worst crashes we've seen here in the channel in a very long time, probably the worst crash in ARCA thus far. We had a great finish. Burnett was oh so close. He had a chance to just send it, do something, but he didn't. And that's the result. That's the result. P2 is what's going to show here. But he had a great race lined up on the front row. But those are the two winners. Those are the two winners. Jack Haas and Matthew Burnett. They never left the top two. Really fast, really consistent. And if that's how the season's going to play out, I think that those two are going to be who you have to watch for the championship, Nathan.
Oh yeah.
I think that would be a fair assessment.
Oh yeah, without doubt. To confirm, there's no lead changes. Jack Haas had every single lap in this one, but it was not easy whatsoever. And the point standings are tight. Dan Hamill is going to be the new point leader. Brad Weeman second, -3. Sam Deal in third, -4. Takashi, -4. Haas, he's right back into it in fifth in points, only -5. Burnett in sixth, -6. Beal in seventh, -7. Fields Mayer in eighth, -11. And Austin Scott from second all the way down to ninth in points, -13. Trey White also took a small a bump in the road, was inside the top 5 and fell back down to 10th, -16. Oh boy, there's been a few drivers I will say that have struggled so far, like Ryan Little, Jordan Stout, Will Parrish, Sean Munn, unfortunately, Warren Pennington, Skylar Taylor, but other than that, a lot of drivers, top 8, top 9, so if you set a fairly realistic shot at this championship, it's going to be absolutely crazy of who's going to walk out as the champion. But next time for the East Series is next week. We will be at Langley Speedway for the first time ever on the channel, underneath the lights. And I will say, we could see something similar to today. Multi-groove, inside works, and outside lane works. How do you think Langley's going to work out with you being back in booth next week?
Well, the cooler temperatures definitely, I think, like this has any impact at all, but I think the closer we are to Halloween, I think the more chaotic races we get. I mean, we saw 2 cars flip in one corner in one accident. We never see that, Nathan, so I think it might have to do something with Halloween, or it might just be delusional, but it might be the latter. But I think we're under the lights, colder temperatures, tires are going to be grippier, we're definitely going to see a lot better racing, very flat surface. I think it's going to be a great race.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. If you thought Stafford was a flat surface, I'm pretty sure Langley has less banking than Stafford, so that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's like to the eye, it's pretty much zero. It is insane. Yeah. I've raced it on iRacing. It is absolutely insane to cope with how just flat it is. It's completely car control, nothing the track has to do. It's driver ability essentially.
Oh yeah, and you'd be surprised. In testing, it's been absolutely fire. So we'll see what happens there. Got a busy week next week, 4 races in 3 days, and we'll see what happens. But tomorrow night, we are going to Pikes Peak for the Amsoil East Series for race number 6. I just remembered we have to catch our flight all the way to Colorado, Boston, so we need to get out of here. Thanks for everyone for watching. Congratulations to Jack Haas on getting the race win. And until tomorrow for Arca at Pikes Peak, and until Raymond next week for East, we will see you guys then. Bye.
Bye.